Another video, and it looked like the Cleveland Browns locker room is ready to turn on Kevin Stefanski a day before tomorrow's matchup against the Bengals. For any coach, man, the biggest fear I feel like is your team turning on you in locker room drama. Well, I'm here to tell you, insiders and people that is close to the Cleveland Browns football team is letting it be known that is exactly the case that is boiling and brewing in the Cleveland Browns locker room.
Breaking news out of Cleveland. The locker room is hotter than a Thanksgiving oven, and the story is juicier than another Factory of Sadness joke. Word on the street says the Browns are ready to turn on head coach Kevin Stefanski, and the reason is the name that is lighting up group chats: Shedeur Sanders. Like and subscribe, and if you love Shedeur, then comment SS 100%. Insiders close to the team say it is boiling in there a day before tomorrow's matchup. The biggest fear for any coach is your team turning on you. That fear is walking through the Browns facility right now. The rumor mill says veteran voices are pushing back. The young guys are whispering too. And the trigger is simple. Shedeur is not playing.
Well, guys, man, things are starting to get real ugly in Cleveland, man. Now there's been an article released about Kevin Stefanski losing the locker room and the veteran players eventually turning their back on the head coach. And we got a lot to unpack. But we're going to talk about all that here next, here on the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast.
This is not about play calling charts or defensive assignments. This is not even about Deshaun Watson and his roller coaster. The drama just crowned a new main character, Shedeur Sanders. The claim is that many veterans want him on the field, not later, now. They do not want Joe Flacco. They do not want Dillon Gabriel either. They want the rookie to start and to lead.
It's starting to swirl, man. We getting some new information out of Cleveland that the Cleveland Browns veteran players are about to turn their back on Kevin Stefanski. And is he losing control over the locker room? Now, we've seen this whole quarterback situation play out.
Why that urgency? Because if Shedeur plays, everybody wins. That is how the talk goes inside the building. Ticket sales go up, merch flies, primetime buzz follows the team. The Browns would feel like the hottest show in the NFL. Players believe that lift hits their pockets and their profiles. They believe one move turns the lights up on everything that touches Cleveland. Here is the wildest part. He has not even played a single down for them. No passes, no hits, no meaningful reps. Yet the facility feels like a reality show audition tape. That is classic Cleveland. If there is peace, they invent noise. This city acts like it signed a contract that demands one football circus every fall. Other teams argue about missed tackle. The Browns argue about a rookie with a clipboard.
On the street is that the veteran players and a lot of these guys in the locker room want Shedeur Sanders to play. They want Shedeur Sanders not only to play, but to start. They do not want Joe Flacco in there. They do not want Dillon Gabriel, but Shedeur. These are players that is on the Cleveland Browns team. Because you want to know why? Because if Shedeur play and Shedeur starts, everybody wins. Everybody make more money because now the interest in the team is hotter than every team in the NFL. Ticket sales go up, merchandise sales go up. Just anything with the Cleveland Browns is going to go up if they make this set decision.
Reporters pressed the coach this week. Can you address the narrative that you are sabotaging Shedeur? Why did he not run the 2-minute? Stefanski kept it cool. He said he does not concern himself with outside noise. He said he is committed to Shedeur's development like every rookie. He said the focus is on getting their guys better. That is the company line, but the whispers inside the locker room keep getting louder. Fans picked up another thread after the last preseason action. When Shedeur entered the game, the Browns flipped into pass first, then run. That is not the Cleveland model. That is not the script this organization usually follows. People hated that sequence. Some even say it felt intentional. The offensive coordinator fell asleep, or the receiver coach took the headset for the first time. That kind of talk is everywhere right now. You know your franchise is cursed when the drama comes from a guy who has not even stepped on the field. It is like fighting over the birthday cake before anyone bought the frosting. Yet the frustration is real. Certain players are starting to wonder if the coach has lost his touch or his nerve. Not because the defense gave up a bomb, not because the offense fell flat, because the rookie is still holding a clipboard. That is the crime in their eyes. This is not about film study or the years it takes to build a system. In a locker room, patience can look like stubbornness. Stubbornness turns into fuel. Fuel lights a fire that spreads. It happened fast because the rookie walked in with swagger. He has the aura of a star. He acts like he is built for it. So, veterans who have been grinding for a decade start thinking he is the answer they have been waiting for. Here is another sore spot that insiders keep repeating. When Kenny first went down, They made sure Shedeur did not touch a first-team rep. That set the tone. That told the room what the plan was. Some players think the coach is not studying Shedeur right now. They think he will not even let him sniff the first team. Once that belief settles in, it is hard to shake. You would think this locker room would beg for stability. Not here. Drama sells. Drama distracts. Drama keeps the group chats popping long after practice ends. And Shedeur has become the lightning rod. He is the buzz. He is the question. He is the debate between position groups and age groups. He is the spark that divides the room.
Cleveland fans are starving for magic. This franchise has not seen consistent quarterback play since rotary phone. Shedeur represents possibility. That is why this spiraled so fast. He is not just the rookie in the room. He has already been cast as the future. Logic gets shoved in the locker with the laundry. Rational thought does not trend. A quarterback controversy does. And now that is what Kevin Stefanski is living with. Then came the 2-minute mess. People expected Shedeur to get a fair 2-minute drive. They said give him the same calls, let him own the pace. Do not sabotage the kid. And then boom, he got snatched. The staff put in a young man signed off the street. A player who 9 times out of 10 will not even make the team. Fans went nuclear. Players noticed too. Others were watching Dillon Gabriel at halftime. They wanted to see him respond. He got yanked. Then Shedeur went in with a tight end who did not even have his name on the roster sheet and a bunch of guys grinding for jobs. The routes were long. The looks were ugly. People said the staff gave Dillon easy checkdowns to help him look good. Same with Flacco. But Shedeur had to climb uphill on every snap. That is the claim. Right now, perception has turned into reality, and that reality is suffocating under the weight of expectation. The Browns did not need help creating tension. They are experts at it. The arrival of Shedeur just gave them a brand new storyline. Aura outweighs experience. Belief outweighs logic. The coach's grip feels shakier even if his plan is sound. Remember what NFL locker rooms really are. They are fragile ecosystems. Grown men spend more time with each other than their families. Meeting rooms, film rooms, cafeteria tables, weight room floors. Someone always cracks under pressure. Now picture Shedeur sitting on the bench while fans foam at the mouth for his first NFL pass. The internet edits roll. The wristwatch flex after touchdowns. The 40-yard lasers. Veterans who never care about social media start acting like teenagers scrolling reels. Some of what Stefanski says is not adding up for them. Ryan Clark called him out on Get Up this morning. He offered a take on the coach's motive. At the same time, the staff named Joe Flacco QB1 for opening day against Cincinnati. Nobody was shocked, but the real question burned hotter. Who is your quarterback when it matters? What is the plan after week 1? You heard Stefanski after the last game. He said the offense did not play great in the second half. He said it is never on one person. He said they can be better in a bunch of areas. He said they wanted to get other guys looks in the 2-minute. Fair or not, that answer did not calm the storm. The perception is louder than the reality. The perception says he is blocking the rise of Shedeur Sanders. So what happens next? Does the coach cave and give in to the hype? Or does he double down and risk alienating his own locker room? Neither option is safe. Play him too soon and you might break the kid. Wait too long and you might lose the team. It is juggling knives while blindfolded. You might impress the crowd for a second. Something sharp always drops. That is where Cleveland lives, on the edge of competence, one step from a banana peel. Shedeur might be the future, or he might be another chapter in the long, tragic quarterback saga. Because this team never just plays football. They turn Sundays into a soap opera. And this year the plot is set. Shedeur Sanders versus Kevin Stefanski. Hype versus discipline. Belief versus patience. A locker room stuck in the middle like a family feud. Lights up, cameras on. Cleveland, you are on the clock.